Hello everyone and welcome back to Knotty Threads. In today's video we'll learn how to work a very pretty and nice looking Saree Kuchu design using the crochet technique. So for this design I am also using these kind of white crystals. Saree is completely pink and silver, so there's no gold. That is the reason I am skipping the usage of gold beads. Instead I have replaced it with white crystals, and I have taken 6 strands of silk thread along with my crochet hook number 10. As usual, the right side of the saree is facing towards me, and I am starting by fixing the knot to the end. After fixing the knot, I'll add one crystal, lock it with a chain stitch, and then work one single crochet. So in case your saree has gold zari, you can replace this with gold crystal or whatever color or whatever type of bead you want. After the single crochet, work 3 chains and check where it reaches, and then work another single crochet. So same way I'm going to repeat it 2 more times. 3 chains, 1 single crochet, 3 chains and 1 single crochet. So ideally after adding the crystal, I should have 3 blocks of 3 chains followed by a single crochet. So this complete design is worked in single color. So there's no option to change the color because we will be turning the saree to and fro like front and back and finishing off the complete design in one go. So after 3 blocks I have worked around 7 chains, and then I'm going to fix it into this single crochet and then work 3 chains and again fix it in the single crochet that is next to the crystal. Then flip the saree, and this is how it should look. So for the arch, instead of working a double crochet, I will be working trebles, or which is also referred to as triple crochet. So to work the triple crochet, we'll wind the thread around the needle twice and then pull the yarn and come out, and then pass through 2 loops 3 times. Since we are passing it 3 times, it is known as a triple crochet or a treble. Let's see how to do that. So I'm winding it twice, going into the chain space, pull a loop and come out, and then you will have to pass through 2 loops at once. So that's 1, 2 and 3. So that's 1 treble crochet or a triple crochet. So we'll continue the second stitch in the same way. So there I have worked 2 trebles or triple crochet. This is the third one. The fourth one. Fifth treble crochet. So after 5 we'll make chains. So here you can either make 1 chain or you can make 2 chains. I have worked 1 chain, and then I'm going to continue with 5 trebles again, the exact same way. 5 trebles, after which I'll again work 1 chain and continue with 5 trebles. So that is what will form the arch. If you're finding it very difficult to work these triple crochets, you can also replace this with double crochet. It's not an issue, but then the arch size will end up smaller. I wanted the arch to be slightly bigger than usual, so that is the reason I'm using a treble stitch here. If you are okay to have a smaller arch, then you can go ahead and use a double crochet as well. After 5 stitches, you'll again have to work a chain and then continue with 5 more stitches. So 1 chain, and I'm again going to continue 5. So in total there will be 15 trebles in this chain space of 7. And adding tassel to this particular design is completely optional. Since I have used a 6mm crystal, there is not much space to add tassel, but yeah, you can squeeze in the tassel if you want. It is better to use a bigger bead in the first step if in case you want to add tassel. Otherwise you can absolutely skip it also, it's going to look equally nice. So that's how our arch will look after 15 trebles or triple crochets. Then we'll have to just check and see where it reaches and then fix it using a single crochet. Fixed it using a single crochet. Now we're going to turn and continue. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So work 6 chains, 7 chains, and then turn the work. Remember, we worked 1 chain after 5 trebles, so that is where you will do a single crochet and fix the 7 chain. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 chains and 1 single crochet in the single chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. This one will go into the single crochet, that is after the crystal. So that's the chain around the arch. Now again we'll have to turn the work. Start working single crochets here, and this is going to be our final step. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can add a bead. Since the sari doesn't have gold anywhere, I am using a silver bead. After the bead, again I will work 4 single crochets. So 4 single crochets, adding a bead, and then continue with 4 single crochets. Jump to the next 7 chain block, work 4 single crochets, add a bead, and then work 4 more single crochets. Now if you don't want to add a bead here, you can replace it with a picot stitch as well, or you can continuously work single crochets, even that will look nice. But adding a bead definitely gives it a very bright look, because the design is already in single color, so this bead definitely makes a difference. So that's how we will continue with 4 single crochets, again jumping to the next chain block, 4 single crochets, add a bead, and then continue with 4 more single crochets. So that's how the complete design is worked, turning the sari, flipping the sari towards the front and back. So this is the final look actually of this design. We will have to work the complete arch in one go and then proceed, unlike the other designs. So after 4 I am adding a bead, and then I'll continue with 4 more singles. So with that the arch is complete. So we'll have to follow the same process for the complete sari. And that is the reason it is done in single color, because we are turning the sari front and back and trying to finish off all the steps in one go. So now we will work a single crochet and then add a crystal, lock it with a chain stitch and check where it reaches and do a single crochet to fix the crystal. So once you add the crystal, you know what to do. Work 3 chains and a single crochet 3 times, and then just follow the same thing what we did for the first arch. So 3 chains, 1 single crochet, same thing 2 more times, and then we'll work 7 to 8 chains, fix it in the single crochet, and then work the arch using the double or treble crochets. So that's how the design continues. So 8 chains. Now you will have to turn the sari and fix it. Skip one single and fix this into the next single crochet. Then work 3 chains and again fix it in the single crochet that is next to the crystal. And just follow the same process that we followed for this arch. And the design will be done. Actually, this one gets done very quickly. It doesn't take a lot of time. So you guys can give it a try, especially for the sari which has not many colors to play with. If the sari is single color also, you can go ahead and try something like this. That is the reason why I am using crystal and silver beads, just to give it a break from that monotonous single color. So do give it a try, and you can share the work in our crochet club group on Facebook. I would love to see your work, and also share your thoughts so that I get to know how you are liking my videos or content. So once the design is done, this is how it looks. Since the crystal is too small, I skipped adding a tassel here, but if you are using a bigger crystal or a long bead, you can also add a tassel. That will also look nice. But since this wasn't like a kanchi sari, I thought of keeping it a little trendy and skipping the kuchu part. So this is the final outcome. Do share your thoughts. I will look forward for your comments. Yeah, I guess that's all. I shall see you guys soon. Until then, take care. Bye bye.